not possible. It's not possible.
Holy crap, she was about to power up. Yo, what's good? It's your FriendlyPinoyGamer FPG, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Now, where we last left off, we finished up the investigation for Chihiro. We tried to find as much evidence as we can. We talked to Celeste. We tried to find Byakuya, but he was nowhere to be found for some reason. And now it seems we are about to begin the second class trial. And I'm pretty excited to see how this trial is gonna go, because at the moment, I really have no leads as to who the killer could be. I'm really keen on believing that it's not Byakuya. I don't think they would make it that obvious that it's the killer. I don't think that's the case. Someone could make a case for Toko, for her split personality thing, but I think there are still some discrepancies on the evidence we found during our investigation. So unless we point something out, maybe there'll be some contradictions in the trial. Maybe we'll find something. But at the moment, I have no idea who it could be. So we're gonna find that out today as we head into the freaking trial. So it's trial day, so for sure this episode is gonna be freaking long for sure. I'm ready to see how this trial will go. I'm ready, Freddy. And yeah, I think I have enough evidence to maybe, you know, counter some statements here and there, hopefully. So yeah, without further ado, let's just you know, begin this, man. Play my intro. So as always, we gotta go into the elevator just like how we did in the first trial. So I feel like we might as well just talk to everybody first before we enter the elevator. So just in case, to make sure that I don't touch the elevator, we gotta talk to like everybody here. So I guess Mondo's here. Let's talk to him. Let's see what he has to say. Well, there's the dialogue right there. Neffin Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? That's all you gotta say? Byakuya, where are you at, bro? I was trying to look for you. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. You snobbish little... Hi, Hina. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one. That's fine. We still have your account, maybe. There is something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. Okay. There's Toko. Let's talk to her. She said it for me, so I don't have to say anything. How's it going, Taka? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails. Right, bro? Is he talking to Mondo? There's Hifumi.
How very sad.
Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea of 3D makes me cringe.
Dude, freaking, come on, man. There's Hiro. You ready? We doing this? Okay, that's just a normal statement. Sakura? I will uncover the villain who performs such heinous acts on a weaker individual. And then we got Kyoko in the back. I really wanted to talk to her more, but I didn't get much opportunities in the last episode. Shall we begin? Oh, that's everybody. Not unless we check that monitor or the camera to see if there's a mono coin. Nope. What about that monitor right there? Just in case. Okay, nothing there. Alright then, I think we're pretty much ready to go. Let's get this trial started, I guess. Oh yeah, my Makoto voice. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I give a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walk toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. Couldn't get a handle on my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. Gotta adjust the mic a bit. Yeah, man. We are missing a few people now. The box just gets smaller and smaller. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, I'm gonna try to read as slow as I can so that way I don't mess up my words. I think that's been the problem with my live streams. It came to a sudden stop. Ooh.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good, good. You're rip-raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Well? Okay then. Let's get this show on the road.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move my mic like farther away so that way it doesn't peak. Maybe?
Chills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
Here we go. So the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment. A deadly deception. A deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle. A deadly defense. A deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Let's freaking go, man. I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I'm saving. I'm gonna save here. Okay, shoot. Oh, yeah. I forgot we can set skills and everything. Yeah, let's check what skills we got. We have a bunch of skill points. But I don't even know if we have any other. We have melodious voice, vocabulary, increased bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And those are the only skills that I have, honestly. So let's check our evidence once again just to see. So yeah, I guess I'm finished with my preparations. Let's get this trial started. Ooh, man. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Is this the
If
same
you
thing?
Can figure out who
Yeah, this feels
done
like the
it,
same.
Then I'll punish everyone.
Yeah, I know this already.
Okay, then.
Oh, this is different.
So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon.
Okay, then. All right. So if I remember clearly, the class trials are usually fully voice acted. So maybe I won't have to worry about using my voice that much. Okay, first we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Okay, that's the dumbbell, obviously. Oh, it froze a bit. Oh gosh, oh, it's freezing a bit. Oh gosh. Uh-oh, please don't freeze on me, game. Dude. Okay, there's the locker room dumbbells. Dude, I haven't been having errors like this in my game before. Maybe I have to fix something. Okay, I forgot the buttons. Hold up.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it. I got it.
To the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope. Nope. Frick, I missed. I forgot how to fast forward. Oh. No, it wasn't.
No, it's wrong.
It was a dumbbell. Okay, hopefully it doesn't slow down anymore, man. I've been having problems like that recently.
Do we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
There we go.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
I mean, it's to help us find out more clues, I guess. But yeah, I'd be probably weirded out if you looked through the wound like that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, whatever can help us solve this case. Yo, she's unfazed by everything, honestly.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Oh, look at Byakuya trying to lead the group already, man. You got something up your sleeve, don't you? I'm onto you, man.
What? For real?
For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. He's really keen on making it Genocide Jack for some reason. I don't know why, but I don't know. I still need to understand the full story first, because it can't just be like I don't know. There's still a lot to think about. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. If it's something new. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. There's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Okay. Game, why are you lip-syncing me? Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Now I'm in kind difficulty, which is pretty much the normal difficulty in this game. So yeah, no problems there. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on your situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright then. What you got? What you got in store? Okay, the Genocide Jack case files.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
Okay.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But
Why do you say that? Why do you say that, bro?
What makes it impossible?
well, I mean,
I'm trying to point out all the silent stuff.
there's just no proof for it.
Oh shoot! I can fast forward instead.
Genocide Jack.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. So that's the only thing we can, like, contradict, I guess. The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive. One look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The
Okay.
culprit is Genocide Jack. Case closed.
But that's impossible.
Why? What
Sorry, I'm trying to get...
There's just no proof for it.
Got it. There's proof.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry to say. This music.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Dude, I don't know why. That's like confidential information for police. Why would it be in a school for some reason? Unless the school's that powerful or that influence, man.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah, bloodlust, right?
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What's wrong with you?
Get your head out of the trash can, Hifumi.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, has to do with the positioning of the body. Where the body took place, the blade message left behind, how the victim was positioned. Yeah, the position of the body, right? The way they're suspended.
In every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way.
I know this, alright? I've done my research.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Most definitely?
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
That's impossible.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Wow, just straight up. It's Toko. You idiots.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
Calm down, Hifumi.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
That's true, and sorry, I can't help but when I hear Hina's voice, I hear Morgana, because I'm playing both Persona 5 and Danganronpa, so it's kind of confusing to mix the two, since they have the same voice actress. By the way, good job. What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood? Yeah, we all know that what happened when she saw blood. She freaking passed out.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why's this gotta be so complicated?
Why can't my clairvoyant brain think of anything? It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Oh yeah, that personality disorder thing. Oh, a hangman's gambit. Okay, so we gotta find a word that fits, I guess. Shoot. S? What? What could work on S? C? Oh. Oh, schizo. Okay, where's O? Where's the O at? Give me an O. Give me an O. Give me an O. There's no O. Where's the O? There it is. Schizo. Okay, like schizophrenia. Okay. Interesting, yeah. I think that's what it's called, right?
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
Oh, did they mention it? Oh, I forgot.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
One thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. She arrived late, she fainted, her behavior changed. Yeah, her behavior changed, right? When she got up, she was like,
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah, she looked... I forgot that's the face she made. Yeah, she's like, I'm fine. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? Dude, she's crazy. She must be. Yeah, I remember all this stuff already. I don't need to go through it.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
Yeah, she was talking about how she didn't want to let her out and all that. Like, she was afraid that she might end up... if she thinks she accidentally killed someone, I don't know. Yeah, she was all like that, hiding in her room and everything. Yeah.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
So she told Byakuya about this?
Last
I guess.
night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
Oh.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Jeez.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
Oh, man. Yep, she did say that, yeah.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
What?
That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person?
Oh jeez, this face. this character portrait.
You don't mean...
Wait, what? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. But in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Holy crap, what? What's that? Hifumi makes the weirdest noises too, man.
So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
Genocide Jill? Whoa, man. So wait, we got the ultimate murderous fiend. Come on, that can't be a real student. Come on. Yo, okay, so this is her other personality. Jeez, man. What? That tongue, though.
Whoa.
What the fuck is this?
That's what I'm saying, man. Although less profanity.
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
Jeez.
So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Is this the same voice actress? If this is, like, to be able to switch pitches and tones of voice, that's a great job, man. Wow. So that's how she laughs.
She's so intense.
I can't believe my eyes. What the flip is happening here? I'm not high again, am I?
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Yep, there's a whole new character here. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is bananas. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh, that's a that's a different voice or different character model. Is it? Why do I find this face kind of adorable for some reason? It's just weird. This is weird to look at, man.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
I also like how she's like, "Oh, what's up? What are you asking?" It's like she's like actually calm and like cheerful, or like what's the right word? Spunky, maybe? Is that the word? I don't know. But yeah, man, what is she gonna say about that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds.
Okay, I didn't expect that answer. I didn't think she was gonna be straight up like that.
Just kidding.
Oh, she got me, boys. It's a freaking got him. Play the D's nut joke, man. Freaking. Are you serious?
Then it
it's not true?
Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid! And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Okay, whatever. I got nothing to say to you.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
I still don't think it is, though. That would be too short, man. There's more to this case. I know it.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
Is there a motive? There's not really a clear motive to kill Chihiro of all people.
A motive?
Unless you're gonna explain right now, but Byakuya.
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
I guess, but... Okay, here's what I'm thinking right here. Wouldn't it be the case that Toko would be the one to commit the act if she really wanted to? But like we said, it's a split personality thing, right? But I guess that still would count as Genocide Jill, I guess we're gonna call her, to be the one to commit the act, and that's technically Toko, so I guess that would... But I feel like since they're both different personalities, wouldn't the motives be different from the other two? Like, so I could see Toko having a reason as to probably hide that secret, but not Genocide Jill if we're gonna, you know, differentiate from both of them, right? If we're separating both people, right? So we got Toko here and Genocide Jill here. Since they're both different personalities, they both have different minds, so their thoughts are not the same. So why would Genocide Jill have a reason to kill Chihiro? Toko would probably have a reason to keep her identity hidden, like her secret personality disorder hidden from everybody else. But I don't see what that personality, Genocide Jill, I don't know what motive she has for to murder Chihiro. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I could be thinking too much. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts and opinions on that, I guess, thought process that I'm going through. I don't know. This game makes you like to think, I guess, in these certain scenarios, I guess. So, yeah.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Oh. Ooh. That's small. Huh? What? Oh, man.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Oh, Dakota's thinking again. Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Oh, here we go. Time to go find the evidence to contradict someone's opinion about their statements, and we'll make sure that we get it done.
I didn't kill anyone.
Okay, didn't kill anyone.
But do you really expect any of us?
I'm just gonna get every
it?
silencer, I guess.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
An
alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
Okay.
When you compare your past murders to this incident,
Status of the dead body.
Matches completely.
Modus operandi. She's very eccentric.
You killed her.
Is that the only one? Okay, I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right. Oh, he said, so it's on,
But I didn't kill anyone. You say that, but do you? Perhaps if you had
okay, it's on Byakuya's statement.
When you compare your past murders to the modus operandi matches complete.
Okay, I guess that works. I mean, that was the tip from the from Makoto's thoughts, I guess. Okay, what do you guys say about this?
The methods of murder really exactly the same?
Oh,
not so sure
okay,
about
we're gonna
that.
point this out. I didn't really understand the status of the body, what it meant. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. That's one of the main things I was thinking about this case, because the methods of murder is, or at least the whole method of everything that happened to Chihiro compared to like everything in the case files, I sense a bit of differences there. Hopefully they explain it here. I'm gonna see if they explain it here.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Jeez.
I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Wow. Did they have the licensing to get that name, Chef Boyardee? And ragu of all things too.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Hey, let me bring the realism in this. Not anything crazy she's saying.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury, the style of the bloody message, the fatal injury, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. So, Chihiro's cause of death was a blow to the head, right, from the dumbbell. Whereas everything from the case files, they all got multiple stab wounds, right? I think that's the case. So did they bleed out? They must have bled out from all the multiple stab wounds, I think. Let's see if they state that.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors.
I didn't think they meant like that. Like a pair of scissors. But look what it says there. The victim suffered multiple stab wounds across his body, believed to have been inflicted with the same scissors. Oh, I guess they did point to scissors. But I thought from the stab wounds, right, that they bled out, basically. That's what I'm thinking.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
But that's the clear difference right there.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
That is an interesting thought.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
Ooh, is this what I'm thinking about?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
These facial expressions from Toko, man. It's weird.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
And can you please stop making those facial expressions? It's making me feel weird inside.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Ah. Here you'll see a clear difference. When she was suspended, what was used to suspend her, and how the body was posed. What was used to suspend her?
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
Yeah, we're about to state it here, but I was saying, like, the way how she was posed, no, they're all the same. They're all in like some kind of crucifix position, which is weird, I guess. I don't know why they would pick it like that. Also, yeah, pretty much we're gonna relate to the freaking the rope that she was tied to.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Which has a cord from when we last checked on it.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
The scissors, right? From the picture?
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Those gotta be some really strong scissors if they're able to pierce through the wall and not have them move. Jeez.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Thank you for answering my question, Toko, or my thought, I guess.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
Oh man, whoever's voicing Genocide Jill here right now, doing a great job just showing the expression, the expressive emotions of Genocide Jill here. Man.
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
She just called me Big Mac.
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Bruh, dude, nah, man, I'm more Lil Mac if anything. Oh wait, that's kind of taken, I guess. Sorry, Nintendo.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
Oh.
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
Really?
A pattern?
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Jeez. Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit in. Or fit it. If you look at the names of every victim, what you'll notice is... I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't have killed Chihiro. Because Chihiro was her friend, she was her lover. Chihiro was a girl!
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Oh, so all the victims in the case files were all men. Oh, that's interesting. They were all male.
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Yeah. Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda. Oh yeah, just the age is everything. Shoji. You know, yeah, these are kind of, yeah, Ken is a dude's name. Yeah, the pictures here showcase that they're dudes, so.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I killed with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
But why though?
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Oh my gosh.
The hell is wrong with you?
For real though.
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it.
Well, thank you for sharing your infatuation to Yaoi.
But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
That'd be funny though. Actually, I saw an ASMR video of someone eating like spaghetti, but they used like the ramen noodles, but it looked delicious, not gonna lie. That's just something that I thought of after hearing this statement from Genocide Jill. Sorry, I stop a bit because I'm like, oh, this is Genocide Jill talking and not Toko. They're completely different personalities.
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely. When you're forced to kill in order to survive.
I was trying to tie that in, okay.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly? Cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
You know, that's a good point. That's a good point. If you're really trying to kill to survive, why would you make yourself that obvious? That's what I'm thinking. So that's why I'm thinking someone set this up to make it seem like it would be her. And right now, it seems like it's Byakuya. I don't know, man. They're really trying to make it seem like it's Byakuya. This is hard. Okay, here's my thoughts on the matter. I think Byakuya set this whole arrangement up to make it seem like it's Genocide Jack. I think he put in like the bloodlust, the way the body was positioned. I think he did all that, but he's not the one who committed the murder, if you know what I'm saying. Which sounds confusing to probably someone who is hearing this right now being like, wait, what do you mean by that, man? I don't understand. Look, that's my mind process at the moment. I'm sure it's not Byakuya. It's either he's like an accomplice or something, or I don't know, something. But for sure, I don't think he made the final act. That's what I'm thinking at the moment.
That does make some amount of sense. Whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, shoot. Whoa. That's some cool art. What the heck?
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can go anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
Well, there you go, I guess.
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, you can you gutter dogs, all of you.
Jeez.
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Dang.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Oh, shoot. We're pointing someone out already? Oh, shoot. Bro. Who, though? Look at Byakuya's face. Okay, so if it's not Toko, right? I mean, Genocide Jill, sorry. If it's not Genocide Jill, and the only ones that know about the case files is me and Byakuya, so obviously it's not me. So it has to be Byakuya, right? He's the only other one that knows about the case files.
Here's my answer.
There you go.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it?
Yeah, what you gotta say about that, dude?
You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
I mean, you did say it. My family has all the power in the world. Well, here you go. You can prove that, right?
Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Oh, why are you staying quiet?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
That's not what I'm saying, but it feels like Makoto's going in that direction.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her. So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Man, look at this cocky attitude Byakuya got.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker rooms, yeah, they're suspicious, very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh, suspicious. I'm just reading this right now. It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. That's right!
You wanted to go to the girls'
He did say that.
right away, right? But since you're a guy...
It's because he knew the body was there. So I think I'm right that he pretty much set up this whole, like, scenario, right? Like the blood loss and everything, the way the body was positioned, he set that up. But I still don't think he made the act to kill. It's just, it would be too obvious if it was him.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay.
Okay then. What's so strange about it? Go ahead. Share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Oh shoot. Oh, okay, I'll learn this right away. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the left mouse button, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. Huh. What's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? Alright, it's time to turn on the brain juices. Gotta think.
Let's go.
Freaking brain blast in this mother sucker right now. In this case though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, so I gotta use the flashback on one of the phrases that someone says? Alright then, let's see. Monokuma File 2. Why would it be that? Okay. Let's listen to everybody first.
Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Okay.
But he was acting weird. How?
That's what I'm saying.
You're presented with the
I remember actually, yeah.
check out the girls' locker room.
You absolutely take it. That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Dude.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
That's
so
true.
Of course, I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
You wish you'd taken me with you.
Dude. Which one am I supposed to contradict? Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realize there's a clear contradiction there. Because it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we'd found out. We'd even found out. Okay, I need to make that contradiction clear. Wait.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind
Is
of
it
weird
this?
before we found the body. But he
Before we found the body?
was acting weird.
The victim was Chihiro.
Okay. I don't know why it's that, but let's see here, because that one was kind of confusing to me. Maybe I'll let it be clear
I'll
here.
tell you what's so strange about that.
I'll tell you what's strange about that. Just the way Makoto says stuff, like a typical, like, I don't know. It's like the joke, like, protagonist voice that Eagle Raptor does whenever he's like, whenever he voices stuff in like Game Grumps. That's what I think of it.
Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was.
Oh.
Boy, if you don't get...
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I think I get it. So it's cause how would he know that it would be a girl? So that why he checked the girls' locker room first.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
Ah, man. What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. Yeah, it's like the attitude, like he's treating this as like some kind of game. That's like Byakuya's attitude at the moment. We got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is, I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
You know, I realized Kyoko usually speaks in whenever, like, we're needed. It's like she's like the savior of our group, technically. She's like keeping everything together, trying to make everything seem logical, you know? Like, everything.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there. What could it be? Oh shoot. Alright. Make your argument. Library desk lamp. Ooh. The rope, right? Would that be the case?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors.
Okay.
And I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Right.
What? It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
Oh. No, you have seen it.
No, that's wrong.
We got a contradiction. So you're lying now, huh?
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
That extension cord? What do you have to say to that, Byakuya? He has such like a protagonist like character, you know? It's such main like MC like type of behavior to just say stuff like that. It's like, you know, it's like talking in Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what it feels like whenever Makoto like points out like, haha, I got you now, that kind of dialogue.
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you? And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Yep.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Sorry, I'm just jamming to the music while I'm reading this.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Silent?
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it.
I believe this part. I don't believe the kill part. I'm still keen that it's not Byakuya. It'd be too soon.
Is that about right?
Oh, I'm silent now. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned. As if he's not even involved. He's kind of involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Up.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Good. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still.
I think Makoto's starting to be on the same page as me. I think I'm right on this. Like, Byakuya was definitely involved, but not in the murder, I will say.
There's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait. What was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room. What does that mean? Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The extension cord, the scene of the crime, Genocide Jack's presence. Oh, the scene of the crime?
I got it!
Yeah.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
We still haven't talked about the carpet and the posters. We haven't talked about that yet. Usually we would, in these cases, I feel like we would have to discuss about most of the evidence we found. We haven't talked about that yet. The carpet and the freaking posters, bro.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest of the murder scene?
Oh, Byakuya is actually thinking about this now. Usually when a character's like deep in thought, they would show the ellipses part probably.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
He's actually legit mad.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? Ho ho ho! Now the turntables have turned. Wait, when the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up till now. Maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and the girls' locker rooms. Ooh. Okay. It's either the posters or the carpet. And since they're talking about both boys and girls' locker rooms, I think it has to be the posters. So I'm gonna present that.
I got it!
There we go. Yes.
The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Thank you for sharing your thoughts, Genocide Joe.
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado.
It's Japanese BTS. I'm just kidding, nah. Oh man, all the BTS fans will come flooding this video. It's just a joke. I'm just kidding, alright? I actually do enjoy some of BTS's songs.
Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Yeah, but
I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
But it wasn't scrubbed away. It was replaced. The whole carpet was switched. And it was in the boys' locker room. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. Right here.
I got it!
Got it!
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Wait, if that's the case, then hold on. If that's the case, then wouldn't Chihiro's body have originally been in the boys' locker room? Because if the protein coffee was the stain of the protein coffee was found in the boys' locker room, right? And we're saying that they switched the entire scene. Wouldn't that have originally been switched from the boys to the girls then? The whole crime scene? That's kind of weird to think about now that I think about it. Why would it? I'm just gonna continue the dialogue.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that? Huh?
Nope.
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Now that's a good thought right there.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Unless she borrowed a handbook?
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Oh jeez. Did it freeze? Oh shoot. Why am I having freezing issues?
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Shut up! I'm not dumb. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Okay. Let's see what he has to say. Make your argument. The broken e-handbook. Oh, that's Leon's, right? That's the one they said it was broken?
Is it really possible?
Okay.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
I think that's true.
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
She was the ultimate programmer after all.
I don't know if that's how they break it.
No problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Leon's handbook? Oh, that's what it is. It's broken. It's broken, so it couldn't work. It's broken, that's right. Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she can get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it? Yeah. So, we're moving past that. Oh shoot, I missed some seconds.
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Boom. There we go. It's broken. It's broken. The only ones that were working were Junko's and Sayaka's.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible.
I like how he just quickly accepts it. Oh, okay, I was wrong. My bad. My bad.
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
That's what I'm saying.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
You can borrow it, right?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
I wonder if we're gonna be able to find out like the method of how you can actually break these e-handbooks, because we have a broken one, and Monokuma said there is one specific way to break the e-handbook. So I'm wondering, when are you gonna reveal that?
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just... wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room, and Byakuya is the one who did it. Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Oh, here we go, Kyoko, here to save the day.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Ooh.
I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Like how that's the only thing that Monokuma seeks. Just pure excitement for the class trials.
Huh? For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Well, alright then, let's see what this is about. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... the girls' locker room. Interesting. Are we about to...
Girls' locker room?
Yeah. Are we like looking through the scene again? Are we doing another investigation already?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully?
Dude.
Like using our hands?
Come on, dude.
No way!
At least you have the sense to back away from that.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Very well. I'll do it.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Dude, she probably knocked out so many people and catched many bodies, dude. She's probably used to it.
No, it's okay.
I'm knocking out her.
Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
From all the martial arts tournaments or anything. She's basically female Goku.
So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about? That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go.
Up.
I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Okay.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Holy crap, she was about to power up. Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Is that the conclusion we're coming up with? Are you serious? Wait, if that's the case, then Sakura just saw her junk. Or his junk. That would be one way she could get into the boys' locker room. Or he at this point. Oh, this is gonna cause so much controversy. Oh gosh. Oh boy, controversy among the Hope Speak Academy students. Oh gosh. Whoa. So Chihiro's a guy all along. Is that what they're saying? Gosh dang it, this is such an anime trope too. Why didn't I realize this? My gosh.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
I was about to say it, dude. Come on, man. This is getting more bizarre, dude.
You're joking, right?
You're kidding me, right? I'm not high again.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Oh, jeez.
Then it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, shoot. Well, that's something that does tie in with the genocide Jill cases.
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
It's not like you told us that from the first place.
Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Then he was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
I guess that's all we needed to know now.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
All right, then. I guess we gotta continue from here.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
So now that we know that he gotta correct myself there. He was able to get into the boys' locker room, no problem. Because he used his own handbook, I guess.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I guess that's why he wanted to be strong, because he seemed like a girl, I guess. And I don't know. This is all still confusing to me, I guess, a little bit. The thing that Chihiro was actually a guy, the thought had never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion. The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for
that makes it
moving
all
the
clear
body,
now.
But yes, that does seem plausible.
Sorry for talking over there. But yeah, it makes it seem all clear now how he was possibly killed in the, well, not possibly, he was killed in the boys' locker room. And then they switched out the whole scene, the carpet, posters, everything. They switched from the boy to the girls' locker room, so that way it made it seem like that Chihiro was a girl still.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, he's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I
don't think he's the one that killed him. That's what he probably wanted to say.
I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
There you go.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it.
We're just playing with our minds, man. playing with our emotions and
And
everything.
Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Jeez.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room.
Yep, I was
and
right.
Decided to alter it.
I was right that this dude set it up to make it seem like Genocide Jill.
Are you fucking with us right now?
So then we're pretty much back to square one. We don't know who it could possibly be.
No, I am not effing with you right now.
Effing.
I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Oh man.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
I mean, we don't have a clear, concise, we don't have clear, concise proof on who it could be. No leads whatsoever to who could be the killer. It's still very unclear. I can't really picture who it could be, though.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
Well, maybe I could. Maybe, let's see. Okay, so we have the facts right. So Chihiro was clearly killed in the boys' locker room. So then, does that tie it to that Chihiro was killed by a guy? Because girls can't enter the boys' locker room unless they borrowed a handbook. But I mean, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks were already in the drawer. I don't think anyone used that. And Leon's handbook is broken, so I don't think they could use that. And Chihiro, you know, still had his handbook at the scene. Or he still had a hold of his handbook, but it was missing afterwards. I don't know. It's either they probably would have to have used their own handbook or something to get in and commit the crime. That's what I'm thinking. It could be a guy. I think it's a guy that killed Chihiro. So that crosses off all the girls in that are in trial right now. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll discuss it more.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
But if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means it would have to be a guy, right? There we go. Okay, I was right on that. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, we need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. Okay. Alright then. In other words, it had to have been a guy. I don't think anybody borrowed each other's handbooks for any reason. I don't think they would. That's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay, here we go. Time to make our arguments. We're gonna go Celeste account. Oh, that's right. She said she saw Chihiro walking late at night.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who
I
did
missed.
it?
I clicked the wrong button. I kind of just want to see everything first.
Nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Okay.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
Oh shoot.
It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
Oh,
it's not like
is it that one?
Turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
Come on.
No, not game over.
Oh jeez. No, as a matter of fact, there is an eyewitness account regarding Chihiro. She has more information about that.
The killer. And only...
There we go. Okay, I got it. My gosh. That took a... So I'm starting to forget the controls a little by little.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto?
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
Yeah.
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag.
Yeah, the blue one right there.
And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
Ooh.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Yep.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed. What a marvelous friendship! The point is,
Yes.
whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
Yep.
So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
I do?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that?
John Cena reference.
You really think we can figure out who did it based on two pieces of evidence that we don't have?
How do we check the transcript again? Okay. Because there was something highlighted that I missed what Celeste said. Yeah, right here. I think it was here. Yeah, warehouse, track jacket, in a hurry, waiting for him.
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Okay, so we're about to talk about the jacket. This Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer. Somehow, it's really hard to believe. Okay, I'm gonna listen to everybody's statement, hopefully. Maybe they'll talk about it. Celeste's account. Okay. Maybe I'll have to listen through. Alright?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
To the gym,
He was
right?
on his way to go exercise.
That's true.
So next we have to ask, Why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Oh.
This exercising sucks.
Wow.
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Okay.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
You heard him? Did I miss something? Oh gosh. She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Okay.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Okay.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
I beg your pardon?
Holy mother of... Wow. Oh my gosh. Mondo, you messed up. Dude. He messed up.
This exercising sucks.
Wait, but what the flip?
Tracksuit personally.
Are you
Got it
serious?
from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that
Wait.
really help us get any
So-
closer to figure it
Am I using Celeste's account? Let me read that. Dude, when we first, because I think I remember what Celeste said. She just said track jacket and duffel bag, right? That's all she said when she talked to them. She never said the color of the track jacket. Oh my gosh, really?
You heard him, right?
Yeah, I heard him. Oh my gosh, Mondo, you're so dumb. Are you serious?
Wearing the same blue tracksuit.
Oh my gosh, it's Mondo? Oh my gosh, dude, really?
Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Because if we remember, man, Celeste only told me about the blue track jacket. Nobody else.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said...
I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. Never said the color, and then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey, Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Dude, he effed up.
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if he saw Cherry with it before he died.
Cherry?
That's the only possibility. Cherry? Are you talking about Chihiro?
Cheerio.
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night.
Okay, but then, oh, dude, no. It's obvious. It's gotta be you now. Look, you're sweating bullets. That means that you're the one that Chihiro was visiting to work out with. That has to be the case.
He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
It's been stuck in the duffel bag, right? Yeah, she stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the back. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
It would appear you've dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did.
Oh wow, Kyoko was just playing. He was just trying to lure out the culprit, basically. Wow, what a method.
Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit.
Bruh, that's a bruh moment for Mondo, bruh.
That's why you said you knew who did it, to put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
Interesting.
That's a good question.
The way he talked, the way he was acting, because I hate him? I don't know. He didn't seem to be acting suspicious or of anything. Because I hate him would be funny. Would it be the way he talked? Oh.
There was a certain turning point that ticked me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
Did he? I actually, that would be a small detail I've never catched on. I would have never catched that detail, honestly.
Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You know, this would be a good time for a flashback to be like, Chihiro, man, like the dude was so trying to be brave or something like that. That would have helped out at least.
You notice such a tiny detail?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Or maybe the ultimate detective? I don't know. It just seems obvious at this point that she's probably the ultimate detective. Considering that, like, I don't know, her antics and everything, the way she acts, the way she's like thinking things thoroughly, it's obviously the motions of the notions of a detective, not motions, notions. Although she does have the motions of a detective, I guess. But it's obvious that's probably what her ultimate talent is. Because if you guys don't remember, like in the beginning, they said her talent was unknown. So.
No, I'm not the frightful one. Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Ooh.
Mondo,
dang.
Was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Yeah, he would never do something like that.
Oh
That was a
shoot,
false
Taka
accusation.
backing up his bro. Oh gosh.
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come.
What the flip? That voice.
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Oh shoot, you better show us something.
Really?
This could help us.
What kind of evidence?
Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it here calmly,
Dude, now's a good
it
time.
might not be all that relevant.
Dude, any evidence at this point would be great. Come on.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... here it is.
Is that another broken e-handbook?
What do you have there? It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
Where? Specifically where? Found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to Chihiro's or Mondo's? It's not mine. I have mine. They never found Chihiro's, right? Is it Chihiro's?
I got it!
Yeah.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Dang, so now we know where freaking Chihiro's handbook was the whole time. It was with Hifumi.
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
So like Leon's.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
Are you gonna tell us now how it would break?
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall. For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high failure rate.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere? How, precisely, did the handbooks get broken?
How did the handbooks break? There's only one possible explanation. By hacking it, by hitting its weak point, by exploiting a bug. Monokuma said something about there's only a weak point to it. If you hit its weak point, that's how it would break. But he never specified what that is. Has to be this.
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
I actually have not lost a heart in this. I'm actually quite pleased with this.
Yeah! You remember that?
Yes?
Sure, maybe I let that slip, but I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
Yeah, now you can tell us.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then
we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
Hopefully it will help us point out to the killer.
Huh? You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbook?
So I'm saying, man, if you would just tell us, it could lead us to the potential killer. But then again, probably Monokuma wouldn't even want to, like, play around like that.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement.
Okay.
The point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
Yep, it's totally Mondo. It's totally Mondo. It's totally him. We have clear, concise evidence now. Look what it says. When it's exposed to high temperature for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break. Remember what happened with Mondo and Taka? They had a freaking endurance test in the freaking sauna room. And Mondo was the only one fully clothed. Taka only had like a towel on and everything. Mondo had all his clothes in. So he must have had his handbook in and that's how it broke. So that, wait, was that, so is that Mondo's handbook or did he borrow Chihiro's handbook? Oh shoot, man, that's, yo. Okay, so now we know. Now we know it's Mondo. Definitely Mondo.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
There we go. There we go. What more proof do you need?
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
So wait, did Mondo like burn his e-handbook accidentally then? Because I don't know if he would have known. I don't think he would be the one to know about its weak point like that. It would have to be by accident. Sorry, it may seem like that I'm depicting Mondo as the guy who who doesn't have enough brains to think like that. But he really is the guy who doesn't have enough brains to think like that. He's a freaking he's a freaking thug, and he's just all about like all rough and tough violence, trying to be a man and stuff. He's not really all about brain power kind of thing. That's kind of like the character he's depicting at the moment. I bet Mondo right now regrets doing that sauna challenge with Taka.
Wow, interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
It would have to be by accident. That's what I'm thinking.
Indeed. Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
Oh.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
I know who it could be. Who might have brought their handbook into the sauna? It had to be the one who wore all their clothes into the sauna. It was, in fact, Sakura. Just kidding, nah. That was freaking Mondo.
Here's my answer.
Dude.
Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Oh, you know too.
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago, remember?
Yep.
And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
There, your face is filled with guilt, dude. Just give it up.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Oh, really? What's happening? Oh, an argument. Okay. Broken e-handbook. Oh, we gotta pick from one of these. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
Okay.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Do I have to use the broken e-handbook? I'm sure Mondo's handbook broke during the sauna showdown, but if I can just prove that, then that will show that the handbook Mondo has must actually be... Oh, shoot. There we go! Got it. There's the broken e-handbook. Let's go.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
He borrowed Leon's!
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have
That's
broken.
right. If it can't be hurt by from all the freaking baseballs that got pelted with, and it says it only can be broken due to heat, then for sure Leon's handbook still works.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
He'd been borrowing Leon's handbook the whole time. Nope.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
Oh no, he only... Okay, wait, no, I think I might... He only borrowed it when he broke his. Okay.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's, yes? But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student.
Is that how it works?
It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Dang it.
What's wrong, bro? Come on. Tell me he's wrong.
What's wrong, bro? Don't tell me that. Don't tell me, man.
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case one more time, from the beginning?
All we do in the comic book thing?
Everything will become clear.
The closing argument, I believe.
If I was right or wrong.
Okay, so we gotta plan this out again. Alright then. Okay, we started off, Chihiro packing her bag, Celeste there. He's like, I'm just packing up. Okay, so then what would it be? Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm just trying to look through everything right now. Ah, okay, I saw this. So then it would be this one right here going here. And then she hides it. She says goodbye. The locker room. Maybe it's like... right here. And then what's the next page? Would there be someone working out already? And then it says hi, they're meeting up right there. Then all of a sudden, oh no. Okay, I think they grab this and boom. Then this one would be, oh, this is gonna take me a while. I have 18 minutes maybe, or do we switch out the two? You grab that, bop. Ooh. And then it got splattered on the poster, right? Weapon drops, he's there. Chihiro's dead on the floor. Dang. Rolls up the carpet. And then, I guess... takes off the poster too. Takes Chihiro. What would he do after taking Chihiro's body? I'm gonna skip that. Okay. So scan the card. There's the card right there. Places the poster. Leaves the room, everything's changed. Then there's Byakuya. He's being mischievous. He has... oh, he has the rope. He has the rope right here. Ties her up. There. Shoot. Writes bloodlust. And then... okay. Into the sauna. Throws it in there. And then it overheats. And I think that's how it works. Would you have to close the door? Maybe? Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I laid out everything. Hopefully, let's see if it goes well.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Okay.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag.
Okay. There we go. We were right on that.
That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste?
Okay.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime.
Right.
She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Crap! No! Oh, I see. It has to be this then. And then... boom. I think that's the case. Okay. Let's see if that works.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who is apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
There we go. There we go. Yes, we got it.
Simple, because she was really a he. Which
Okay.
is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room.
Okay.
Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him.
Yes, there we go.
It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool segment where we just like try to patch everything together in like a whole comic book format. This is pretty cool. Boom.
And attacked him.
Yes. Kersplat.
That's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from.
Okay, there. Yep. Yep.
It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned.
Yep. Unfortunately, Chihiro's in a Yamcha pose. Why does everybody have to die in a Yamcha pose? Okay, there we go.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the
Froze a
bloodstained
bit.
carpet.
Oh shoot. Did my game freeze?
Then,
Okay,
removing the bloody
I was about to say.
poster.
Dang it, no! No, I messed something up. And takes it to the girls' locker room, I think.
Here's exactly what happened.
Please be right, please be right.
Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet. Then, removing the bloody poster.
Yes, there we go, okay. Huh.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Okay, got it. Oh,
And
man.
that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work.
Okay. Come on.
They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Okay. Byakuya came in.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated.
Yep.
So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library, and then he got to work.
Yep. Just putting everything together.
To string up Chihiro's lifeless body.
It's really sick.
Using
It's
the
like
victim's
sickening
own
for
blood,
Byakuya to do this.
He left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter.
Yep.
And around the same time that Byakuya
Please be
was
right.
putting
This is the
together
last one, right?
facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook.
Yes.
Just as
Yes.
the killer expected,
Freaking got
the
it.
steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out.
There we go. Yep, we got him.
Isn't that right, Mondo Arata?
Isn't that right, Mondo? You're the one who did it. We caught you red-handed. Bro.
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Evidence that Mondo is the killer that already revealed itself earlier in the trial. I can somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I do that, everything will become clear. A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more? Oh, we're doing this. I forgot about bullet time battles. Let's talk about a little bit more about fever time and nega time. Like, oh my gosh. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. At this point, even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push RMB, LMB, RMB, LMB, however you want to destroy the opponent's verbal assault. But this only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your time. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we've also prepared something called Nega Time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates Nega Time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it quite a bit tougher to hit the buttons in rhythm. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use Nega Time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh geez, okay. I forgot how to do this already. Oh shoot, what the frick? How do I do this again?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refuse.
Oh
you.
shoot, okay.
False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False.
Oh shoot. It's kind of offbeat.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence.
Oh.
I won't listen. False. You're corrupt.
Oh shoot, I got it. That was kind of confusing.
Show me some evidence.
This should prove it.
Okay, there we go. Whoa! Got him! We got him! That was kind of hard. I forgot how to do bullet time battles.
So far is right. Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's.
Right.
In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now.
Yep,
Once we
that's
do
true.
That,
We don't gotta do that.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
Wow. So he admits it. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Straight A's. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. And we got some mono coins for that. Nice. I forgot we always win mono coins after this trial. So that's it?
Bro, what are you saying?
Oh, man.
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting, no holding on. Time for the moment we've all been waiting for. Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Dang. So we managed to done that trial. Over 2 hours already recording, and we finally found out who killed Chihiro, man. Frickin' Mondo. Ah, dude. Loki gonna miss voicing him. His voice was also kind of fun to do.
What?
Well, we got it, I guess.
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was Mondo Owada!
Jeez.
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Iyotaka chose the wrong answer.
Oh, shoot. I wonder who he voted for. He probably voted for me. Being like, why would you accuse my bro? Why would you do that?
You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone. He's my bro. Bros don't kill.
Sorry.
Oh, shoot.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? 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 Why did you do it? He actually went through like the 5 stages of disbelief right there, which is sad, I guess. I mean, that's his bro, so yeah.
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taking a vow of silence. So allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of 2 men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
I want to hear this though.
Anyway, there was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak, even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now nobody will be able to say anything about, even though you're a boy.
But no matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
I'm weak.
Weak.
Oh.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept his fate. Accept his fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dresses like a girl, Chihiro's actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But
I also don't want to leave things the way they are. So maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
Annoyingly, he used the threats of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
that's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough so that when someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to to retrain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be good to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
Yep, it sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret.
Man.
Thus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went and asked Mondo to help him become oh wait, that's... I'm pretty sure that was meant to be Monokuma's dialogue.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become stronger.
I don't know why you said Chihiro's name.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did. To keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room? Oh wow, to protect his secret. Oh wow. That's actually very considerate of Mondo. Oh shoot.
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving the body keep a secret?
Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity. So, he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro? Who'd he'd also killed. Dang, man. That's low-key sad, in a way. I don't know how to feel about this, honestly, at the moment. Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you... Because, no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. His secret? The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible! Nothing could have been that bad! Something he didn't want anyone to know? Even if it meant killing someone?
You're wrong!
It's impossible!
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you can't comprehend it, you obviously can. That's all there is to it. Jeez.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory, that secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey!
You know what Mondo did?
Oh.
He killed his own brother.
What? Holy crap.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had the chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle. Motorcycle.
I can't read.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one in the gang, and his number two, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for... Oh, this is like the gang talking, I guess? The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what. I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race.
Oh shoot.
But during the race, tragedy struck.
Crazy Diamond.
The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
Oh, his brother saved his life. Wow. Holy crap.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
Dang. Wow. My bad, kid. Screwed up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men. Dang. So that's where he got the phrase.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang, in order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that had caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself...
Oh, what if it's like Monokuma trying to do a biker game voice?
Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad, he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong. Strong, 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 strong. And yet... Oh, shoot. I don't know if that was Monokuma's dialogue or Mondo's. Oh yeah, that was Monokuma's.
And yet...
Okay, so like the backstory of Mondo is that it's opposite of Chihiro's. How Chihiro wanted to be strong, Chihiro's saying that he's been weak all the time and he's trying to get strong. Whereas Mondo is like, he's telling himself he's strong, 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 but regardless, he feels weak at the moment. So he's just trying to tell himself these lies and everything. just to try and keep up the act. Kind of like Chihiro in a way, but I think his is a bit more, I guess, tougher in a way, you know?
As soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
Yep. No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother had worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I had been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why. Mondo. After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness and just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself. Hey.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
Jeez.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
Oh, jeez. I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. Jeez. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you effing with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Oh, she said that. Oh, he said that. Sorry. Why did you have to tell me all that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted
No,
to...
I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong, 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 strong. Stronger than you.
You son of a bitch.
And stronger than Daya. And that's when it happened. He like furiously grabbed the dumbbell and just went bop. Oh, jeez, man. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand, and I was just staring at him, down on the ground. Hey!
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been.
Dang.
And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Hondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his, and it turned him cold-blooded. Gosh dang it.
Look at him! You see? You're all just like him. For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human in cold blood. He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He didn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Cause I sure don't.
You mother... Just shut up! You son of a gun! Just go ahead. Say that again, I dare you. What? I keep having freezing issues. This is gonna be the main thing I'm complaining about in this episode.
Yep. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. Is what I want to say, but...
Oh, shoot.
Unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
No! Wait!
Let's give it
Oh gosh.
everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I said wait! I can't scream that loud for... it's hard to do Taka's voice a little bit.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Dang. There we go. Mondo's punishment. It's getting dragged away. I'm gonna bleep out the music so that way we'll get copyright. What am I looking at, dude? What? Bro. Oh, this Monaco has a pompadour too? Bro, what am I looking at? Cage of Death. Dude. Oh, dude, that's gotta be dizzy, man. I know astronauts have to go through like a training where they have to test their endurance and stuff. Dude, what the flip? Oh, that's now done with. But what happened? Where did his body go? He got turned into butter? Holy crap, dude. Really? That's his death? He got turned into freaking butter, man. Smooth like butter.
Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace.
Can't be! My brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Sorry. Maybe I'll just let it happen. Dang. That's like the same voice dialogue. As Taga's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he, of course, he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? Oh jeez, Byakuya. Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane. You know that? A game? One of our friends is dead. Do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey,
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response. Except that.
however...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mando's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too?
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
Well, I don't particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What? You mean you actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well,
So you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. Dude, it just made things more difficult for us, man. If we didn't find out who the killer was, we'd all be dead. You included. Stupid. I don't know.
You did all that? To liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that
He's pretty much just using everybody left and right. Dude.
to create the fake murder scene.
But dang, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right?
Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Yeah, but how much would we believe you at that point, man? Of course. Byakuya turned and looked at me in the eye. Byakuya. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting experiment. Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for.
What?
Correct.
So that was your reason?
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey,
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh, I'm up next?
you...
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair. What do you mean? 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 Mean?
What the heck?
Mean, 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 mean.
Damn it!
Good grief, I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me.
Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? Liam Neeson reference, you hear?
In the name of my family.
In the name of the Takami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool. It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you.
I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you.
Tamper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Said it. Well, dang. Monakuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy and heck, had more of a future than us. Jeez. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair. Jeez, man. What?
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it.
Wait, what did you say? Isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? That girl? What?
Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now, so just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
What? Dude, what is happening right now? I'm confused.
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean. The 16th? Weren't there 15 of us that entered the school?
Ooh. My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but... Super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied! Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
What is going on right now? Who's Monokuma talking to? Chapter 2 is done. Holy crap. There we go. 10 students remain. I didn't count that. Okay, to be continued. Holy dang, man. A crazy diamond present. Isn't that the jacket Mondo wears? Jeez. Do you want to save data? Yes, I will save data. Before we do that, I'm gonna end the episode here, man. That was a heavy trial. This will be the first trial I would definitely feel bad for the killer also, as well as the victim. Because for the first trial, I didn't really have that much feelings for Leon. I mean, Leon, like, I didn't care at all about Leon. He was kind of generic and bland. Sayaka, we didn't really get to know Sayaka that much, really, other than they met back in like in the past, but not like in depth to what she's like as a character or anything. This one, they really did go in depth to like some of the characters and how they were like when we were talking about how like Chihiro, like she depicts herself as a weak individual, but she wanted to get stronger in order to be able to get through with the rest of the students and everything. And then Mondo talking about how like he tries to bring him up as a strong person, but inside he's weak because, you know, he doesn't have the strength to like face the truth or anything, or to face his fears. That's why he got jealous of Chihiro when Chihiro said that he wanted to face his fears and get stronger in order to, you know, beat this thing. And Mondo, just overcome with jealousy, took out his rage on Chihiro and killed him. Sorry, I keep messing it up, but yeah, you know what I mean. But yeah, this story was definitely a lot more heavy, in depth on the characters. It was a lot more heavy to deal with. So in a sense, I do feel a bit bad for Mondo. I think it showed a lot more of his character in this trial for sure. And Chihiro, they definitely went in depth to Chihiro as well. Rest in peace to both of them, I guess. But yeah, that's about it for this chapter of Danganronpa. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that way you get notified from when I upload videos. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch so that way you know when I'm live and playing games. With that being said, hope you all have a fantastic day, and until next time, peace.